Yes, sending you much love, positivity. Yes, welcome to another episode of Getting Stoned. Yes, I'm Mr. Stone Batoski, and I'm coming at you live from planet Earth. I hope y'all feeling good out there. I hope all your dreams are coming true. I hope you're healthy. I hope you're loved. I hope you're feeling blissful, feeling irie, feeling groovy, feeling nice. Yes, I appreciate all y'all so much. Anyone who tunes in and gives this little thing I'm doing here a listen. And my heart goes out to you. Send you much gratitude, much positivity. I am extremely grateful for even one set of ears that's out there listening and finds value in what I'm putting out there. Yes. So here we are, sunshine. The sun is shining and we are gifted another day. So that alone is something to be immensely grateful for. And I want to give a special shout out to all the truckers in Canada that are coming together in solidarity for freedom of choice and for the right to bodily sovereignty, and in a revolutionary manner, non-violent, coming from a place of love, compassion, and integrity. Yes, they have my full support. The whole world is watching, and I think it's an incredible thing that's happening, and I want more than nothing else for this to bring all of us together and under the umbrella of unity and honesty. Yes, this is something that you're not going to see it on any of the main media outlets, but as Mr. Gil Scott Heron said back in the day, the revolution will not be televised. So we all gotta step up into our truth and bring the noise. As Chuck D and the boys from Public Enemy would say, yes, it's an incredibly profound time to be alive. There's so much going on in the world, and I think it's a precious opportunity for us to awaken into a place of awareness. When we move from the heart, it is such a different vibration that we put out into the world. And so our brothers and sisters that are up there speaking their truth are something to be inspired by, each and every one of us, no matter where we are. This is a very inspiring movement. The whole world is watching, y'all. So move from the heart. That's what I'm saying, and do it in a way that honors the earth and each other. No government, no human being should have any say over what it is that one does with their body, and we should not have to be subjected to any of these mandates and coercions. That's not what a free society behaves like, and I'm glad there's some pushback. I'm glad there's some rising up. We are in need of it. It is something that is long overdue. Yes. So again, To all my Canadian brothers and sisters, yes, you have my full and complete support and blessing and appreciation for what you're doing. These kinds of moments in history can say a lot about where we are as individuals and collectively. So much love to all y'all. Yeah, let's rattle some cages, man. Come on now. So, we gotta keep on keeping on, man. I was thinking the other day, it's like, where does health really come from? Like what are the foundations of health? What are the cornerstones of health? Obviously, clean, pure water, clean and pure food. You need a strong community, a support system, love and relationships, and a sense of purpose, some kind of meaning. The sun, the sun's an integral part of our health. And, you gotta move, that body, this form that we inhabit, it needs to be exercised, can be dancing, can be walking, can be whatever the case may be. You just gotta move, find something you love and move, do it. Jump rope, do yoga, swim, whatever's clever, whatever your thing is, just get out there and do it. These are the foundations of health. They are given to us. They are a part of the blessings of the Mother Earth, and health isn't derived from a pill or an injection or something outside of ourselves. It's not like that, right? So I think we've kind of gotten ourselves a little bit off the path of health and well-being here with this current situation we've been living in for the last couple of years. Has really brought a lot of that to light. If you can convince people that their health and well-being is not in their hands, then you have great power over them, because the fear of sickness and death is something that tends to control a lot of people. That fear is, although I think it's unfounded, I don't think death isn't anything to be afraid of, quite the contrary. But nonetheless, if you haven't pondered on that, you can be susceptible to things that others may say that can confuse you and manipulate you into having false beliefs, like your health is in the hands of someone else. And that is most definitely a falsehood. You heal you, y'all. You're responsible for your own health and well-being, and you can take charge of it, and you don't need a damn thing from no pharmaceutical company, no doctor, none of that stuff, right? No counselor, no guru, no coach, no healer, none of it, man. You got it all right inside. It's all in the circle of life. It's designed that way. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, don't fall prey to the sickness of separation, the manipulation, the mind confabulation. It ain't where solutions reside, right? It's not where peace and joy and harmony and coherence come into being. One of my favorite human beings was John Trudell. Hell of a brother. Go look him up, go check him out. He spoke about coherence a lot, and when we are in a state, as individuals, in a state of coherence, we are so much more powerful and capable and when we drift into an incoherent state, we are easily manipulated, we suffer, we struggle, and yeah. So find that, you can meditate, and you get out in nature, put your bare feet on the ground, gaze at the sun every morning, and just hug your loved ones, and vibe with being alive. You know what I'm saying? It's a precious opportunity. Yes. All right. So good to be here again. Thank you. I appreciate y'all, and send you much goodness. The good vibes are coming at you every day. Find something that just puts a big old smile on your face. You matter. You belong. Sing your song. You wouldn't have come here if it wasn't something for you to do. So go out and find out what that is and get to it. You know what I'm saying? Get to it. And don't hold back. There is nothing that you lack. It's amazing how often we will slip into a mindset of lack. How we think we need this, we think we need that, or we think we're not enough. We all do it. We've all done it. Ain't nobody on this earth, ain't no human being on this earth not gotten down on themselves, not felt like they're not good enough, not smart enough, not rich enough, not whatever enough. We've all done it. And I'm here to tell you, man, stop. You are enough. You are more than enough. You are divine. You are divine. Yes. So when you look in the mirror, man, you just look at that beautiful face of yours and you fall in love with yourself. Yeah, that's what it's about, man. Believe in yourself, trust in yourself, know yourself, honor yourself. Yes. Yeah, there's nobody like you, man. There's not a soul on this earth that is like you. You know what I'm saying? I know I talk all the time about we are one. And yes, we are one. We are a wave in the ocean of life, inseparable from everything and anything. But at the same time, we are unique. You know what I'm saying? Not in an egotistical kind of way, not like I'm some kind of special person. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about knowing that you are beautiful, just the way you are. You don't gotta change a thing, just the way you are. Yeah, know it, feel it, believe it, trust it, live it. It's not easy, man. You slip in back into that, oh man, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not this, I'm not that. Those old stories in our mind, man, they want to suck us back into our bullshit. They're constantly working. That ego is constantly working to keep you stuck. And don't fall for it. Find stuff that helps you to focus on what's beautiful and what's amazing about you, about life. Whatever it is, affirmations, like I said, all those other things. Getting outside, putting your bare feet on the ground, singing, dancing, making love, and all these things that connect you to your life and to your preciousness, and vibe on it. Don't get sucked into all that screen time, the phones and the TVs and the computers, man. They're constantly trying to suck our energy, Yeah, there's a time and a place for those things. Don't get me wrong. I gotta work. My work is on my computer, so I understand that, for some of us anyways, they're a necessary part of our lives to, put food on the table. But don't let them take over. There's nothing real about it. It's just a bunch of ones and zeros, man. What's real is looking in the eyes of your loved one. Is holding your child's hand. Is sitting at the bedside of your grandmother. Is helping your mama make some dinner, you know, is going out in the backyard and you know, throwing dirt at your brother or your sister, you know, and laughing. You know, that's what's real, you know. That's where we find the true essence of our precious existence. All these other things, all these toys, all these material things, they don't mean shit, man, at the end of the day. They don't mean a damn thing. They ain't gonna bring you happiness. They ain't gonna bring you a sense of belonging. They're not gonna bring you a sense of lovability or none of it, okay? No, those things are found in relating to life. The solution to what ails us ain't gonna be found in the machine. Sorry, ain't gonna happen. It's not where the love and the joy and the equanimity and the zest. Such a good word, zest. Yeah. Get out there, y'all. Life is meant to be lived, so get to the living. And once again, I want to say much love and fucking huge props to those Canadian truckers, man. You keep on rolling. You keep on rolling, brothers and sisters. Roll, truckers, roll. Hell yeah. I'm so down with this, man. So down with it. Yes. All right. So why don't we let's read some poetry here. You know, we know how much we love doing that here on this show, and yeah, we'll get into a little poetry. You know, to me, it's one of the most purest art forms. It allows us to connect with and explore our existence in a way that I don't know, man. I just feel like it's like painting pictures with words, you know. So oftentimes words get in our way. You know, there's this solidity to them that we think is true. You know, these thoughts and these beliefs, and I don't know. They tend to confuse us, and they don't move us forward. They can keep us stuck, right? But poetry, it has this way about it where it's words, but it's bigger than that. It's more ethereal. You know, it allows for an ebb and a flow, and the uncertainty. You know, the wisdom of uncertainty, and I don't know. There's just always something that I found about poetry that just really light me up. So the poet we're gonna tap into today is a gentleman by the name of Kenneth Rexroth. He's a bad brother, and if you're not familiar with him, again, as I always do, I encourage you to go check him out. He'll take you on the journey, no question about it. So we're gonna read a few of his poems for you right now. Sit back and enjoy the ride. You know what I'm saying? All right. This is a poem entitled "Between Myself and Death." A fervor parches you sometimes, and you hunch over it, silent, cruel, and timid. And sometimes you are frightened with wantonness, and give me your desperation. Mostly we lurk in our coverts, protecting our spleens, pretending that our bandages are our wounds. But sometimes the wheel of change stops. Illusion vanishes in peace. And suddenly pride lights your flesh. Lucid as diamond, wise as pearl. And your face, remote, absolute, perfect, and final like a beast's. It is wonderful to watch you, a living woman in a room full of frantic, sterile people, and think of your arching buttocks under your velvet evening dress, and the beautiful fire spreading from your sex, burning flesh and bone, the unbelievably complex tissues of your brain all alive under your coiling, splendid hair. I like to think of you naked. I put your naked body between myself, alone, and death. If I go into my brain and set fire to your sweet nipples, to the tendons beneath your knees, I can see far below me. It is empty there where I look, but at least it is lighted. I know how your shoulders glisten, how your face sinks into trance, and your eyes like a sleepwalker's, and your lips of a woman cruel to herself. I like to think of you clothed, your body shut to the world and self-contained, its wonderful arrogance that makes all women envy you. I can remember every dress, each more proud than a naked nun. When I go to sleep, my eyes close in a mesh of memory. Its cloud of intimate odor dreams instead of myself. I'm just gonna leave that one right there. I ain't got nothing to say on that one other than just gonna leave that one right there to sit. Y'all just sit with that one. All right, let's jump on into another one here. This one is titled The Signature of All Things. My head and shoulders, and my book in the cool shade, and my body stretched bathing in the sun. I lie reading beside the waterfall, Bohem's signature of all things. Through the deep July day, the leaves of the laurel, all the colors of gold, spin down through the moving deep laurel shade all day. They float on the mirrored sky and forest for a while. And then, still slowly spinning, sink through the crystal deep of the pool to its leaf gold floor. The saint saw the world as streaming in the electrolysis of love. I put him by and gazed through the shade, folded into the shade of slender laurel trunks and leaves filled with sun. The wren broods in her moss-domed nest. A newt struggles with a white moth drowning in the pool. The hawks scream, playing together on the ceiling of heaven. The long hours go by. I think of those who have loved me. Of all the mountains I have climbed, of all the seas I have swum in, the evil of the world sinks. My own sin and trouble fall away like Christians bundle, and I watch my 40 summers fall like falling leaves and falling water held eternally in summer air. Deer are stamping in the glades under the full July moon. There is a smell of dry grass in the air, and more faintly, the scent of a far-off skunk. As I stand at the wood's edge, watching the darkness, listening to the stillness, a small owl comes to the branch above me, on wings more still than my breath. When I turn my light to him, his eyes glow like drops of iron, and he perks his head at me like a curious kitten. The meadow is bright as snow. My dog prowls the grass, a dark blur in the blur of brightness. I walk to the oak grove where the Indian village once was. There, in blotched and cobweb light and dark, dim in the blue haze, are 20 Holstein heifers, black and white, all lying down quietly together under the huge trees rooted in the graves. When I dragged the rotten log from the bottom of the pool, it seemed heavy as stone. I let it lie in the sun for a month, and then chopped it into sections and split them for kindling, and spread them out to dry some more. Late that night, after reading for hours while moths rattled at the lamp, the saints and the philosophers on the destiny of man, I went out on my cabin porch and looked up through the black forest at the swaying islands of stars. Suddenly I saw at my feet, spread on the floor of night, ingots of quivering phosphorescence, and all about were scattered chips of pale, cold light that was alive. Really? I mean, again, it's just like, how does someone come up with, how does someone paint those images? How does that even, like, how does that happen? I mean, that poem was just blowing my mind. It's like sometimes, people talk about channeling, there's people who can channel whatever, I don't know, it's just anything really, right? It's almost like, to me, it's like, I feel like when someone's in that zone, I'll call it, they're in that flow, it's like, this is the shit that happens, man. This is the art. See, is there any higher expressions that humans can bring to life than art? Music, poetry, dance, painting, cooking is an art, sculpting, sewing, making garments, that's an art. Fashion, it's an art. I mean, this is children, creating a life, that's an art. I mean, this is the essence of our gift to to life. There's all these other plants and animals that we share this earth with. They each bring something unique, and the human, to me, is that the highest form of our unique gift is art. That's just how it is. That's my feeling, man, on that one. And obviously y'all know how much I love poetry, so one more. Let's do one more from Mr. Kenneth Rexroth, and then we'll do a song and we'll get on down the road. How's about that? So this last poem is titled "For a Masseuse and a Prostitute." Nobody knows what love is anymore. Nobody knows what happened to God. After midnight, the lesbians and fairies sweep through the streets of the old Tenderloin, like spirachets in a softening brain. The hustlers have all been run out of town. I look back on the time spent talking with you about the idiocies of a collapsing world and the brutalities of my race and yours, while the sick, the perverted, the malformed came and went, and you cooked them and rolled them and beat them and sent them away with a little taste of electric life from the ends of your fingers. Who could ever forget your amiable body or your unruffled good sense or your smiling sex? I suppose your touch kept many men as sane as they could be kept. Every hour there is less of that touch in the world. See, it's like, we read 3 poems, right? They each had such a unique character to themselves, and they all came from the same gentleman. Different moments in his life, different experiences, different thoughts, ideas, feelings, what have you, inspired these poems. The masseuse and the prostitute, I mean, think about it, like they're both touching, but in what way, and distinctly different, and yet it's still touch, and how essential touch is to human beings. I was talking earlier about, our health, and like touch is essential to health. I mean, what feels better than a hug from a loved one? I mean, to be wrapped in an embrace that you feel safe in and cared for and know that you're loved. And I mean, it's the ultimate in a sense, right? So, yeah, when you go out there and you're living in your life, y'all, make sure you give some hugs, man. Get some too, man. It feels just as good to give it as it does to get it. That's for damn sure. All right, I'm just gonna do one song here, and this is an original song I wrote a while back. It's called "Sweet Music Man," and as you all know, music is something that, man, it's so important to me. Without music, man, I'd be lost. You'd find me underneath a bridge somewhere, like shriveling into nothing, So. I'm ever grateful for music, and so this is a little song I wrote, kind of like to honor the gift of music and what it means to me. Sweet music man, set me free to the promised land. Deliver me Sweet music man, set me free to the promised land, deliver me. When I don't understand, when I'm angry at the man, when the river crests the dam, look to you, sweet music man. I look to you, sweet music man. When the darkness overwhelms me, when I see such hatred, misery, when the greed breeds more poverty, look to you, sweet music man. Look to you, sweet music man. When the earth it is consumed, when death she comes too soon, when the bombs go boom, 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 I look to you, sweet music man. I look to you, sweet music man. Sweet music man, set me free to the promised land, deliver me. Sweet music man, set me free to the promised land, deliver me. I look to you, sweet music man. I look to you, sweet music man. I look to you, sweet music man, because I know you'll always understand. Sweet music man and woman, you know, it's just so many beautiful, beautiful female musicians out there, yeah, just bringing the love and the light and the fun and the joy to the world. So thank you to all you music makers out there. I appreciate you. And I appreciate anybody, as I say all the time, who's been listening and, you know, just thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, go out there, man, enjoy this day, man, make it a beautiful day. Give lots of love, get some lots of love in return. So much to be grateful for. So until next time,